welcome to Friday's chair-based mindful movement. Just a reminder that chair-based movement is for everybody, but if you have any underlying health conditions or joint problems, good morning, welcome to chair-based mindful movement. I think I didn't go live then for a second. Apologies if it was a bit weird, I'm not quite awake yet. Remember, chair-based mindful movement is for everybody. If you have any underlying health conditions or joint problems, do seek medical advice first. And because I can't see you, I can't correct you. So any injuries or damage, Mother myself will tell for didn't you we were live before. So remember, you need a good sturdy chair. I've got a dining chair, but a kitchen chair will be fine. Nothing with wheels or anything a little bit wobbly. Remember, you need plenty of space around you. So we do lots of big arm movements. Okay. Sit nice and forward so that you can get hands in between your knees and the seat. Okay, so we don't want to be leaning all the way back, but if you do need a bit of extra cushioning, put a cushion behind you, rolled up towel if you need that support. Now your feet need to be hip distance apart and flat on the floor. I can't get mine flat on the floor, so I've got mine on a step, but you could use books, again, a rolled up towel, that'd be fine. Okay, so thinking about our alignment then, we're thinking today about opposites, so yin and yang, water and fire today. We're going to align ourselves first, so hands flat, so the backs of the hands flat on the thighs. Breathe in, when you breathe out, stretch upwards, so really bring that spine up, and then breathe in when you're at the top, and breathe out just to relax. Okay, we're not slouching, just allowing ourselves to relax. Breathe in, breathe out, stretch, really pull up, and then breathe in at the top, breathe out, relax, good. And again, breathe in, breathe out, in, and relax. We'll do one more. Really feel that spine lengthening. Good, okay. Just remember, our breathing comes through the abdomen. So we're just going to sit, hands on your tummy, try and direct the breath into the abdomen. So we're trying to get it away from the top part of the chest. And just regulate that breathing. In for 4, pause, and then out for 4. This is a really good technique if you get a bit anxious, a bit stressed, to regulate your breath. Allow those shoulders to relax. And one more. Good, okay. We're going to go into mobilisation. We'll start from the head and work all the way down. Remember, work with your breathing, so keep that breath nice and regular and just move with the breath. Okay, so we're going to tuck the chin in. And then breathe the other way. Whatever feels natural for you. I'm breathing in as I tuck my chin in, breathing out as I stretch up. Really focus on that little pause at the end. And we're going to come back to the centre, and we're going to go from side to side. I'm going to go to my left, which is where my patio doors are, okay, where the light is coming in. So breathing in as I turn left, and out to turn right. This is a general breathing pattern where we're going from side to side. We breathe in, going in one direction, usually to the left, breathing out as you go to the other. last time. And back to the centre, and now we're going to go from ear to shoulder. So I'm going to go straight to my left, so into the middle, breathe in as I go to the left, feel that stretch, and then out as I go to the right. Because I don't know how this looks for you, I might be inverted from my camera. Neck exercise is a really good thing to do if you suffer with tension in the shoulders. Quite often it originates in the neck, or it can go up to the neck, so always good to mobilise. And back to the centre. Good. Think about our shoulders. We're going to use our shoulders a lot today, so we'll make sure we get these nice and warm. So I'm going to put my hands flat on my knees. Okay, I'm going to shrug my shoulders up as I breathe in. As I breathe out, I'm going to let them drop. Now you can do this lying down as well. Really good for spreading the shoulder blades out. Good. And we'll just do one more. Really focus on those shoulders going down, shoulder blades sliding down the back. Good. I'm going to take these shoulders and roll them all the way around. This is probably where I'm going to creak a bit. Now, creaking and popping isn't a bad thing. It just usually means that a bit of air is being released from the synovial fluid. But if it hurts, obviously that's not a good thing. So just listen to your body. If something hurts, dial it back a bit or modify it in some way. Okay, and we'll go the other way. Oh, that's good. Lovely. And bring it one more, we'll do it. I feel like I need another one. Great stuff. Okay. We're going to do something called the dumb weight. I do this in my Pilates class. So this is getting into the shoulder joints, and we're going to be going in this direction. So you bring your elbows in, okay, and keep them really tucked into the sides. And imagine you're holding a tray, which is why it's called a waiter. And then we just bring the hands together in front of you, cross them over, and then we take them out to the side. That's really going to get into that joint. Now, you'll probably find that one can go further than the other. That's normal. For me, it's this one is a bit stiff, my right. Good. And one more. Marvellous. Okay, and relax them out. And we'll just bring the arms up. Okay, and we'll do another twisting one. So we're going to have one hand palm up, one hand palm down, and we're just going to twist them over. Oh, this is a bit of thinking. First thing in the morning. If your brain's not doing it yet, just do one at a time. Try and get those shoulders nice and relaxed. Now I can feel my elbows creaking on this one. And one more. I don't know which way I started. And release out. Just think about the wrists for a minute. Okay, so we're going to bring them up. You can have them out if you wish, or you can keep them in. Just going to roll them round. And then we're going to roll back the other way. Now we are going to use our fingers a little bit today, so we'll give them a little bit of a wriggle. Okay, now with a closed fist, nice, strong but soft. Okay, roll round, and then back the other way. Now just go to our fingers. So we're going to go between the thumb and we're going to touch each finger and then go back. Again, bit of a coordination thinking. See how fast you can go. And then give them a wriggle and bring them out. Clench the fist. Good. And give them a wriggle. Back down we go. Okay, just think about our back for a minute. So hands on the knees. Okay, we'll lean forward at the hip. And then we're going to arch the back. And then straighten the back out. And then arch the back. Just do this a few more times. We spend quite a lot of time in flexion, so we don't do this too much. Just to get ourselves warm. And release out. And we'll just go into a twist. So arms by our side, we'll do a twisting punch if you like. Okay, so really use the elbows. So breathe in when you bring that arm back, breathe out to send it away. Now, a good tip here is to always look where you want to go. The rest of your body follows, or at least it should. One more each side. Excellent. So we're going to go into extension. So you might want to put your hands behind you on the seat, or you can hold onto the back of the chair. We're going to roll the shoulders back and down and then push this part of your chest up to the ceiling. Okay, so you're really extending that upper back. And release. Great stuff. Okay. And one more. Lovely. Okay. So we're just going to go work our sides. So we're going to reach up. Now use your hand here as a support. Reach up one side and back down and up. Now if you find your shoulders are a little bit stiff at the moment, you can go out to the side. Okay. Try and get them up if you can. Really stretch that side. Good. Okay. So we're not going to use our feet much today, so I'll just give them a little wriggle and a little move around. So we're going to look at regulating the breath. So this is the Tai Chi breath. So remember, we have our hands down by our sides. If you've got armchairs, you know, do bring them from here, okay? Whatever's working for you. Shoulders back and down. So we're going to breathe in. We're going to raise the arms up. And just breathe out. Push them away. Now try and imagine you're moving through water. Really create that resistance. Keep those shoulders down. Keep the elbows heavy. Good. We're going to go straight into the opening the heart and chest. So we're going to come up and then we're going to go out. Breathe in and out. Good. And again, breathe in and out. In. So really feel that resistance. And we'll just do one more. And again. Excellent. And relax. So we're going to go into some moves. Some of them are going to be familiar and I've tweaked them a little bit. Okay. So we're thinking about opposites. So yin and yang. Yin being the nice calming energy, if you like. Yang being that kind of more active energy. So for our yin, we're going to think about water. So we're going to do some of our water movements. So to start with, we're going to do what's called the water pose. So simply, you could do this standing normally, and you try and hold this for as long as you can. But we're going to put our tips of our fingers together and have them just above. So we're not resting on our thighs, they're just above. We're just going to hold it, shoulders back and down. We'll hold it for about 4 breaths. So make it a nice strong pose, don't tense, just nice and strong. Good. Really feel that calmness. Think about that breath going right into the abdomen. Feel those ribs really expand out. And one more breath. Lovely. Okay. So our first water move will be scooping the sea and looking at the sky. We've done this before, but a little while ago now. So remember, this is all coming from the hip. So we move forward at the hip, so we cross the arms over, okay? And then we bring the arms out overhead. So imagine you're scooping the sea, okay? And then flinging it up in the air. All the move comes from the hip. So breathe in and then out. So that's it. Breathe in. And again, in. As far forward as you want to go. You may only go a little bit. You may go all the way forward. And one more. And release. Okay, we're going to push the waves. We've done this before, but this time we're going to change direction. So we're going to be pushing forward as we breathe out and then bringing it back. So keep the elbows heavy. Okay, so that's going to be our first one. And then we're going to go to the left side. So we're going to twist slightly and then we're going to push out. And then we're going to come back to the centre. And then we're going to go to the right side. Of course, if you don't want to twist, you can just keep going forward and back. That's absolutely fine. So breathe out as you push. Breathe in to bring it back in. Elbows nice and heavy. And try and make it nice and flowing. Think about your quality of your movement. Okay, again, this is all coming from the hip joint. We'll just do one more to the right. And then back to the centre. Good. Okay, and release out. What we're going to do now is we're going to part the water, but we're going to do this in the side, okay? So, excuse me. So we twist the body round. We have our hands here to start with. Okay, keep the elbows out. We twist round and then we part the water and then bring it back. And we'll go side to side. So breathe in when you twist, breathe out when you part the water and come back. Breathe in, breathe out. So imagine you're on a boat trying to see to the bottom. I like a little bit of imagery in the morning. Really important to keep those elbows up. Good, and release. Excellent job. Okay, I'm just going to give my feet a bit of a wriggle. Right, so we're going to go into the swimming dragon. We've done this one before. So you just need to think you've got a tail. So here's your tail, okay? And we're going to make a figure of 8. So it's going to go like this, okay? So here's your tail. Right, so breathe in to go to the left, breathe out to go to the right. So do it nice and slowly. So imagine you're moving through that water. Now, if you were doing this standing, okay, you would start at chest height like we are, and then you would start to move your tail down towards the floor. And this is all about the wrists. Remember, if your wrists aren't very happy, you can, modify it as you need to. This is all coming from the waist. This is really good for your digestion, I think. All that twisting in the torso. And one more to the side. And release. Now we'll just take a moment just to compose ourselves a minute. We're going to do something different again today. This is one of our first new moves. So we're going to be thinking about the deer. The deer is associated with water, even though it doesn't go into water. It's more about the movement, sort of the lightness and the gracefulness of the deer. So we've got 2 moves for this. And you need to be able to make deer antlers with your hands. So I'm going to come and lean forward a little bit so you're not freaked out. Right, so this is how it would look. So you've got your first finger, your little finger extended, and also your thumb. If you can't keep your thumb out, do bring it in like this. If you need to, you can just do it slightly bent, okay? So, but that is the proper way. If you need to modify it in any way because your fingers aren't as mobile, that's absolutely fine, okay? So we're going to be doing the deer antlers with a twist. So the way it starts is we're going to start with the left-hand side. So we make a nice soft fist, keep the wrist nice and strong, but don't tense, okay? Then we make our antlers, we bring them over the top, we lean slightly over, push into that opposite side, and then we bring it back, okay? So that's our deer antler and twist. So from the soft fist, make your antlers, bring them over to the one side, and then back. So the breath goes, breathe out to go over, breathe in to bring it back. Again, normally this would be a standing pose, but we've just adapted it to being seated. Okay, and one more. Really make sure those shoulders don't rise up if you can. Okay, and release. We're going to go to the other side. shoulders a bit of a wriggle. Okay, so I'm going to start on the right side, exactly the same. Okay, so we're going to go over the top with our antlers, and then back. So make the antlers, bring them over, and back. Remember to move with that breath. It feels more natural to breathe in as you make your antlers. Go for it. I'm not fussy when it comes to the breathing, as long as you are breathing. And release out. This is our last one. Okay, good. Give your shoulders a bit of a wriggle. All right. So we're going to go to one now. The second part of this is called deer runs. So again, movement comes from the hip. So it's a lean forward at the hip. I'll put the antlers in a minute. Okay. And then we're going to arch the back. Okay. Just like we do in the beginning. All right. When we do our mobilization. So we bring our hands out into a soft fist as we lean forward from the hip, and then we bring our antlers in and we draw it back. Keep the elbows up, and then that's the beginning. Okay, so we're straight back here, and then we're going to draw it back, and then back here. So imagine you've got your deer running towards, like when they fight each other. This is really going to work into that shoulder, I think. I can feel it. I'm actually really enjoying this one. Really nice. And release. Good. Okay, well, shoulders are starting to go a bit then. Okay, just give me a little bit of a pat if you need to. We'll start thinking now about the yang. So that was all the kind of calming, kind of yin type things, okay, to do with water. And now we're going to think about fire, okay? So we're going to hold the fire pose. Again, this is going to work your shoulders. If you need to modify it, do. Okay, but the fire pose is your hands are out, and they're kind of diagonal if you like. So your index fingers are pointed towards each other. Okay, make sure those shoulders are back and down. I'm just going to hold this. If you need to bring them down a bit, absolutely do. Feel that strength. And release. Good. Okay. So the animal that's associated with fire weirdly isn't a dragon. I thought it was odd. It's actually the monkey, and it's all to do with the fact that the way the monkey moves. So just like the deer being that light and graceful, with the monkey they're quick and sharp. Okay, so we've got again two sets of moves to do with monkey. So the monkey looks, now this could look a bit weird, and if you've got anybody in the room, you know, you can modify this a little bit. So we make our monkey shape. So backs of the hands go together, elbows are up. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to shrug our shoulders and look to one side. If you want to make a little monkey face and a little monkey noise, that's fine. You don't have to. And then release. So you could be a little bit quicker with this. Last one. And release it. Great stuff. Okay, I'm feeling a bit more energetic now. Right, so the next one we're going to do is monkey picks the fruit. And this will involve 2 different moves essentially. And the way I like to think about it is I like to have a kind of a bit of imagery. So the way we do this one is I'm going to start with my right hand. So I'm going to brush away the branches. Okay, and then I'm going to pick some fruit. Now I'm going to use a little monkey hand so it looks like sort of this. Okay, to pick some fruit and then I'm going to eat it. Keep it, I'm going to hold on to it over here. Okay, so we brush away, we pick, then we eat. So brush and pick and eat. Good. And one more. Excellent. Okay, we'll try and do the other side now. This is when your tongue comes out, you have to concentrate. Okay, so brush and pick and eat. So you're kind of making a plate. Okay, brush and pick and eat. And one more. Great stuff. Okay, and those were our yang poses. So we'll just do some yin yang movements just to kind of balance us out at the end. So we will do the yin yang, we've done this one before, make the yin yang shape. So it's making an S shape. So we go over and then make an S, lead with the little finger. So over the top. Over, make the S. And again, over. And I'm going to swap arms. Just realised I'd used my right arm first. So over the top and then the S. Over. Lovely. Okay. And then we'll just do the yin open, yang close. So if you were standing, you can get your hands down a bit further, but from here, we're going to start with our hands crossed. I'm just going to bring them out to the side. Breathe in and then bring out, bring them back. Now try and alternate the cross of the hands, okay? In. And again, you know, if you need to not go up as far the sides, that's absolutely fine. Just go to here, that's okay. Even here. And then last one. And relax. Good. Okay, hope we're feeling nice and balanced now. So, just to finish off, we'll just re-energise. And we'll go through the whole body anyway, even though we haven't used our legs, but they've been sat still for a while, so I can feel I need a little bit of circulation. So remember, make your little hooves. And we'll start with the head. And then we'll move straight down to the neck. So either side of the spine there. Okay, we'll go to the face, so over the eyes. We'll go round to the ears. Excuse me. Not had coffee yet. Okay, right, we'll pay a lot of attention to these shoulders, okay? So pat up all the way and then pat down. And one more. And swap over. Last time. And then we're going to move to the chest. So straight to the chest. Really take that good deep breaths in. And down to the tummy. And then go, relax. So massage. So go down the middle and up the sides. And then we'll move to our back. So the lower back. So you may need to lean forward a little bit. And then we'll come to the legs. Okay, so down the fronts and up the sides. And then go to the backs. Along my hamstrings. Funny this here. And we'll do one calf at a time. So one calf. And then the other calf. And then give your feet a circle. One way, circle the other way. And change over. Circle one way, circle the other. Give your toes and feet, toes and feet, your toes and fingers a wriggle. Oh, I need some caffeine. Roll the shoulders back and down, and then we'll take a deep breath in to reach up and out. And again. One more. Let it all hang loose. Okay. Hand to fist. Well done, everybody. See you again soon. Next time it will be metal and wood for our yin and yang. Take care now.